My name is Amanda Patterson. I'm 34 years old, and I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is the story of how my husband told me to stay home where I belong, brought his mistress to his company holiday party, and how I destroyed his career in front of 150 people. Let me start at the beginning. I met Derek Patterson when I was 24. I just graduated from UNC Chapel Hill with a degree in marketing. I got a job at an advertising agency in Charlotte. Derek was 27, working in pharmaceutical sales. We met at a networking event. He was charming, confident, ambitious. He talked about his goals: make 6 figures by 30, buy a house by 32, have kids by 35. He had it all planned out. We dated for a year, got married when I was 25. I kept working at the agency. Derek's career took off. He was excellent at sales. Made VP by 28. Was earning $150,000 by the time he was 30. When I was 27, we bought a house in Ballantyne, a nice suburb of Charlotte. 4 bedrooms, big backyard, good schools. Derek's income made it possible. I was making $60,000 at the agency. At 28, I got pregnant with our first child. We'd planned it. Derek wanted kids. So did I. My pregnancy was easy. I worked up until my due date. Our son Jackson was born in April. Healthy. Perfect. I took 12 weeks maternity leave, then faced a choice: go back to the agency full-time or stay home with Jackson. Derek made the decision easy. Amanda, I'm making $150K. We don't need your $60K. And daycare costs $20K a year anyway. You'd basically be working to pay for childcare. Doesn't make sense. Just stay home. He was right, mathematically. So I quit my job. Became a stay-at-home mom. At first, it was fine. Jackson was an easy baby. I joined mom groups, made friends, enjoyed it. Then I got pregnant again. Our daughter Lily was born 18 months after Jackson. Then, 2 years later, I got pregnant with Emma. 3 kids under 5. That's when everything changed. Derek's career kept climbing. He became sales director, $180,000 salary, travel 10 days a month, work dinners, client events. He was barely home. And when he was home, he wasn't really present. He'd walk in at 8 p.m., tired, annoyed. The house was messy, toys everywhere, dishes in the sink, laundry piled up. The kids were loud, crying, needing attention. Derek would look around, irritated. Jesus, Amanda, what did you do all day? The house is a disaster. I took care of 3 kids under 5. I'd say, exhausted. All you do is stay home. What's so hard about that? Derek, I've been up since 5 a.m. Jackson had a tantrum at breakfast. Lily threw up on the couch. Emma won't nap. I've changed 15 diapers, made 9 meals, cleaned up 4 messes. I haven't sat down for 6 hours. Okay, I get it. You're busy. But I'm working, Amanda. I'm out there earning money, dealing with clients, closing deals. You're playing with kids. It's not the same. Playing with kids? You think this is playing? Compared to my job? Yeah. Those conversations became common. Derek had 0 respect for what I did. He saw me as someone who didn't work, who had it easy, who sat around all day while he carried the financial burden. He also stopped helping. Never changed a diaper. Never did bath time. Never woke up for night feedings. When I asked for help, he'd say, "That's your job. I work. You take care of the kids. That's the deal." But it wasn't a deal I'd agreed to. I'd agreed to stay home with the kids, not to become a single parent while married. And then there was Jennifer. Jennifer Reed was Derek's assistant at work. 26 years old, blonde, ambitious. She started 2 years ago. Derek mentioned her occasionally. Jennifer organized the client dinner. Jennifer put together the presentation. But over the past 6 months, he mentioned her constantly. Jennifer thinks we should. Jennifer suggested. Jennifer and I were talking about. I asked once. Who's Jennifer? My assistant. I've told you about her. You talk about her a lot. Because we work together every day. She's good at her job. I didn't think much of it. I was too exhausted to be jealous. I was drowning in diapers and tantrums. Derek's work life felt distant, irrelevant. Then came December. Derek's company was having their annual holiday party on December 15th, a Friday night. I assumed we'd go together, like we had the past few years. I asked my mom to babysit. Bought a new dress. I hadn't dressed up in months, hadn't been out of the house for anything but grocery shopping. 2 days before the party, Derek said casually, "You're not coming to the holiday party, right?" I looked up from feeding Emma. What? The party. You're not coming. Why not? Because someone needs to stay with the kids. My mom already agreed to babysit. He frowned. Oh, well, you don't want to go anyway. It's boring. Just work people. I'd like to go. I haven't been out in months. Amanda, he said, irritation in his voice. It's a work event. You'd be out of place. You don't know anyone. You'd be bored. I know some people. I've met your coworkers before. That was years ago, before kids. You're different now. Different how? You're a mom now. You don't fit in with my professional life. It's not your world. Just stay home where you belong. Stay home where you belong. Those words hit me like a slap. Are you embarrassed of me? I asked quietly. Don't be dramatic. I'm just being practical. You'd be uncomfortable. Trust me. Who's going with you? What do you mean? If spouses aren't going, who are you bringing? Some people from work. Jennifer's coming. She's on my team. Jennifer. Yeah, and Marcus and Sarah. It's a work thing. But something in his voice felt off. The way he said Jennifer's name. The defensiveness. That night, after Derek fell asleep, I did something I'd never done before. I looked at his phone. He'd left it charging on the nightstand. No passcode. He'd never bothered with security. I picked it up, opened his messages. And there it was. Months of texts between Derek and Jennifer. Derek. Can't stop thinking about last night. Jennifer. Me neither. When can we do it again? Derek. Soon. Amanda's busy with the kids. She doesn't notice anything. Jennifer. Are you bringing her to the holiday party? Derek. No. I told her to stay home. It's our night. Derek. You're so much more fun than her. She's boring now. All she talks about is diapers. Jennifer. I'd never let myself go like that. I read dozens of messages. Graphic. Explicit. They'd been sleeping together for at least 4 months. Hotel rooms during his business trips. Late nights at client dinners. Morning coffee before work. I felt numb. Not sad, just cold, hollow rage. Derek thought I was boring. That I'd let myself go. That I was beneath him now because I was a mom. And he was fucking his 26-year-old assistant while I raised his 3 children. I took screenshots of everything. Every text. Then I put the phone back. I didn't confront him. Not yet. I needed a plan. The next morning I called a divorce attorney, Sarah Mitchell, recommended by a friend. I told her everything. The texts, the affair, the disrespect. Do you have proof? Sarah asked. Screenshots of dozens of texts. Good. That helps. North Carolina allows divorce on grounds of adultery. We can use this. What about money? I haven't worked in 6 years. I have no income. You'll get alimony and child support. Probably a significant amount, given his salary and the fact that you've been the primary caregiver. You'll be fine. I want to hurt him, I said. Not just financially. I want him to face consequences. Sarah paused. What do you mean? Is there a way to use this affair to hurt his career? Well, if the affair violated company policy, you could report it to HR. Most companies have policies against managers dating subordinates. Jennifer's his assistant. That's a subordinate, right? Yes. If he had any power over her employment, hiring, firing, promotions, and they were involved, that's a huge liability for the company. HR would take it very seriously. A plan formed in my mind. The company holiday party is tomorrow night, I said. He's bringing Jennifer as his date. His date? Publicly? Yes. He told me to stay home. He's bringing her. Amanda, if you can document that, if you can prove he's publicly flaunting the affair, that's ammunition. Combined with the texts, you'd have a very strong case. What if I went to the party? With evidence? Sarah smiled. Then you'd be the smartest woman in Charlotte. The next evening, Friday, December 15th, I hired a babysitter. Told Derek's mom I needed a break, asked her to come watch the kids. Derek left for the party at 6:30 p.m. He was wearing his best suit. Cologne, fresh haircut. Don't wait up, he said. These things go late. After he left, I got ready, took a shower, did my makeup carefully, wore a simple black dress, elegant, professional. I loaded everything onto a USB drive, screenshots of texts, a timeline of the affair, names and dates. Then I drove to the party. It was at the Ballantine Resort, a luxury hotel in South Charlotte. I parked and walked toward the entrance. That's when I saw them, Derek and Jennifer, in the parking lot, getting out of his car. His arm was around her waist. She was wearing a short red dress, laughing at something he said. Then he pulled her close and kissed her. Not a quick kiss, a long, intimate kiss. His hand on her ass. I watched from 50 feet away, hidden behind another car. I took out my phone and recorded a video. 30 seconds of them kissing, touching, walking into the hotel together like a couple. Then I went home. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just worked. That night, while Derek was at the party with Jennifer, I logged into his laptop. He'd left it at home, didn't need it for a party. His email was still logged in. I searched for Jennifer's name, found hundreds of emails. Some were work-related, but many were personal. Flirty. Explicit. Plans to meet. Photos she'd sent him. Screenshots of deleted conversations. I downloaded everything, added it to the USB drive. Then I searched the company handbook, found the ethics policy. Clear as day, romantic or sexual relationships between managers and their direct reports are strictly prohibited. Such relationships create conflicts of interest, potential harassment concerns, and liability for the company. Violations will result in disciplinary action up to and including termination. Derek was Jennifer's direct manager. He hired her. He evaluated her performance. He approved her raises. And he was sleeping with her. That was a fireable offense. I now had text messages, emails, photos, a video of them kissing, and documentation of company policy violations. I was ready. Saturday morning, Derek came home at 2 a.m. I heard him stumble in, drunk, smelling like perfume. I pretended to be asleep. The next morning, he slept until noon. When he woke up, I was making pancakes for the kids. "How was the party?" I asked casually. "Fine. Boring. Same as every year." "Did Jennifer have fun?" His face twitched. "I don't know. Probably." Why? Just curious. You talk about her a lot. She's my assistant. That's it. I nodded, said nothing. That afternoon, I called the company's VP of Human Resources, a woman named Patricia Caldwell. I'd met her once, years ago, at a company picnic. I left a voicemail. Hi, Patricia, this is Amanda Patterson, Derek Patterson's wife. I need to speak with you urgently about a matter involving Derek and an employee named Jennifer Reed. Please call me back. She called me back an hour later. Amanda, I got your message. What's this about? Derek is having an affair with Jennifer Reed, his assistant. It's been going on for at least 4 months. I have extensive documentation, text messages, emails, photos, and video of them together at yesterday's company party. I believe this violates your company's ethics policy. Silence. Then, Amanda, these are serious allegations. Do you really have proof? I have everything. I'd like to meet with you and share it. Can you come to our office on Monday? I'd prefer to do this sooner. Is there any way we can meet tomorrow? Sunday? Another pause. Let me make some calls. I'll get back to you. An hour later, Patricia called back. I spoke with our CEO. Given the seriousness of this, we'd like to meet with you tomorrow, Sunday afternoon. Can you come to the office at 2 p.m.? Yes. Bring everything. Sunday at 2 p.m., I arrived at the company's headquarters, met with Patricia, the CEO, James Thornton, and their chief legal counsel. I handed them the USB drive, showed them the texts, emails, photos, played the video of Derek and Jennifer kissing in the parking lot. Their faces were grim. Amanda, Patricia said carefully, we appreciate you bringing this to our attention. This is clearly a violation of company policy. Derek is a manager. Jennifer is his direct report. This is exactly the kind of relationship we prohibit. What happens now? I asked. James Thornton spoke. We'll conduct an internal investigation. But based on what you've shown us, this is a clear-cut case. Derek will face disciplinary action. What kind of action? Termination is likely, he said bluntly. We have a zero-tolerance policy for manager-subordinate relationships. And the fact that this was happening at a company event, publicly, makes it worse. What about Jennifer? She'll also face consequences. Though her situation is complicated, she's the subordinate. There are power dynamics at play. But she was aware of company policy. When will this happen? We'll speak with Derek tomorrow, Monday morning. I nodded. Thank you. Monday morning, I told Derek I was taking the kids to my mom's for the day. A play date. He barely looked up from his coffee. Fine, whatever. I packed the kids up and left. At 9:30 a.m., Derek was called into an emergency meeting with HR. I know this because Patricia called me afterward. We terminated his employment this morning, she said, effective immediately. Security escorted him out of the building. Jennifer Reed was also terminated. How did he react? He was shocked, angry. He denied everything at first. Then we showed him the evidence you provided. He went pale, started making excuses, blamed Jennifer, said she pursued him. Of course he did. He asked if you were the one who reported him. I told him we couldn't disclose that, but he figured it out. Good, I said. Amanda, I want you to know, our company takes these matters seriously. What Derek did was unacceptable. And what you did, bringing this to us, took courage. Thank you. After I hung up, I felt calm. Not happy, not sad, just calm. Derek had spent years treating me like I was worthless, like my role as a mother was beneath him, like I was boring, unimportant, someone to be ashamed of. Meanwhile, I'd been raising his children, keeping his house, sacrificing my career, my identity, my sanity. And the whole time, he'd been cheating, disrespecting me, planning to publicly humiliate me by bringing his mistress to a work event. Well, I'd humiliated him instead. Derek came home at 11 a.m. I was there, waiting. He walked in, face red with rage. "You bitch!" he screamed. "You got me fired!" "You got yourself fired," I said calmly. "By sleeping with your subordinate, by violating company policy. You went to HR. You ruined my career." "You ruined your career when you decided to cheat on your wife with your assistant." "I gave you everything. A house, money. You don't even work. And this is how you repay me?" "I don't work?" I said, my voice dangerously quiet. "I've been raising your 3 children for 6 years, alone, while you fucked your assistant." "You're a vindictive, crazy—" "I filed for divorce," I interrupted. "You'll be served papers this week. I have a lawyer. I have evidence of your affair. I have screenshots of everything. And I have witnesses from your company." His face went white. "You can't do this." "I already did. Get out of this house, now." "This is my house. I paid for it." "It's marital property. My lawyer says I'll get it in the divorce, plus alimony, plus child support. You'll be paying me for the next 13 years, Derek." "You're insane. Get out." He left, drove to a hotel, called me 50 times that night. I didn't answer. The divorce was finalized 8 months later. I got the house, primary custody of the kids, $4,500 per month child support, $3,000 per month alimony for 6 years. Derek had to find a new job. Took him 4 months. He's now working at a smaller company making less money. His reputation in the industry is damaged. Word got out about why he was fired. Jennifer moved to another state. Last I heard, she's working in retail. I went back to work part-time. Freelance marketing consulting. It's flexible, allows me to still be home for the kids. I'm dating someone new. A kind, quiet man who helps with school pickups and asks how my day was. He's met the kids. They like him. Derek sees the kids every other weekend. He's not a great dad. Never was. But he's trying harder now that he only gets 4 days a month with them. I don't regret what I did. Not for a second. People sometimes ask, wasn't it harsh? Getting him fired? No. It wasn't harsh. It was justice. He cheated on me. He publicly humiliated me. He brought his mistress to a company event while telling me to stay home where I belong. And he thought I'd just accept it, because I was just a stay-at-home mom. Because I was boring and let myself go. But here's what Derek forgot. Stay-at-home moms aren't stupid. We're not weak. We're not disposable. We're the women who manage entire households, raise children, keep families together. We sacrifice everything. And when you disrespect us, when you cheat on us, when you tell us we don't belong, we burn your world down, and we do it with a smile. If this story about exposing a cheating husband resonated with you, please subscribe. We share real stories about infidelity, revenge, and stay-at-home moms fighting back. Comment below. Have you ever been disrespected by someone who should have valued you? Your stories matter.